The ice water is freezy cold. The robot is very, very frisky. And I'd like to welcome you to the Tuesday, September 23rd edition of Modeling Blog Daily, where Bill just kind of rants with a cup of ice water. And today I'm going to rant on how to add special effects to your modeling videos. I'm going to say a couple things about the way I do my videos. I'm trying to teach you guys and encourage you guys to take movies of your models, because if you do it, even if you're a kid or an adult, I don't care how old you are, when you do it, you are preserving a piece of history for your remembrance later on in life. Usually you build your models, you tear them apart, and I mean, that's it. Well, if you could be creative in your video style and everything, and I have quite an array on YouTube, you can get an idea of what I do. Then you can preserve them for later on in life when you're bored and you want to have some fun. Just watch your old videos. One of the things that I found with this, this is by the way, the Hellfire and Spider Droid from Star Wars. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful set. I decided to show it, I needed to have a battle. And right up front I'm going to say something about the way I do my videos. All of my videos are taken in one take. I mean, I turn the camera on and I do the whole deal. If it's 8 minutes, if it's 6 minutes, if it's 4 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever, in one take, no cuts, no cuts at all. And so I have to make sure I do it right. Now that doesn't mean I don't have a number of takes, and sometimes I have a lot of takes. If there's a lot of traps and pitfalls and they don't just trap and pitfall the right way, well then I have a whole boatload of takes, and sometimes I'm a perfectionist and I'll do it until I get it right. Well, when I did this one, I decided I wanted to have a battle. And I wanted to go from here to here and show things exploding and add sound effects. Now I use ULED Video Studio to do all my video processing. And just to give you an idea of what I do, sometimes you just think I snap my fingers and I make these videos. Well, sometimes, like it took me 5 minutes, 6 minutes to take the video of this deal here, but it took me 4 hours to get the video processed with effects. So sometimes it takes a while to do what I want to do right. And I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I do and maybe encourage you to do it. On your video, you have a timeline. The timeline contains, it's the top line of, it has a little, it's your main movie basically. You read it in there and you got your main movie. And then I decide where I want to add effects. For example, right here, I did a cut. See, this cut is right, that's a cut. And the cut, if I play the cut, you can see it's just a small, it's just a small portion of showing the start and the end of that missile. Because then I took the camera real quick and I went over here. So that cut means that I want to apply a special filter on it, and the type of filter that I want to put on it is what they call a star. So I add my star, okay, and I have a whole bunch of filters that I can pick, and I mean, you can use a Mac program. There's a whole boatload of different types of programs that you can use, and then I can move the cursor and put it right over the weapon that I want to have the star, and then basically it's going to add a star effect to that, and you can see it's a star effect. Then when I go for the blast, see the blast moving from here to here, there's no effect. But then when I get to the jet engine, I want to have a lens flare. And see, a lens flare gives me what I think is a pretty neat looking explosion. And then see, I move this target area to where it's right here, and that makes the flare simulate an explosion. And then when you play it, it actually looks just like it exploded. So you got the video line that you put your effects on, and every time you see that thing go boom and then it explodes, you know, those are all done in the video. Now what about the adding the sound? Well, you have the same problem. You have to add the sound, and there in this there's a timeline for sound. One is called it's a music track, and one's a voice track. They're the same basically. They're absolutely the same. They give you 2 tracks to add sound. I have a wide I have a wide array of dead robots. I have a wide array of sounds from which to choose, sound effects. And when I moved this, I wanted to simulate you know, the noise of the tracks. Well, I ended up picking a sound of a printer, a printer press. And the printer press, you can hear it. It's just it's a sound of a, you know, they're turning the crank on the printer. Well, that sounded pretty cool for me to be a track. So basically, everywhere that I moved my, see where I'm moving it? And then I put the printer track right below the movement, so when it's being moved, you hear the printer cranking and it sounds like tank treads. Same with the flare. Whenever I had this this flare, I ended up adding the sound. Here are the 2 sounds. I picked 2 sounds, one for the projectile leaving the tracked vehicle and the other hitting the tracked vehicle. Anyhow, that gives you kind of an idea of what I do behind the scenes. And I'm trying to give you enough information. You can buy this, by the way, for $69 at Best Buy. Anyhow, this is a powerful package, and there are a lot of them out there. I would encourage for you to take videos of your models and be creative in the way you display them and explore these. Don't be intimidated by these. These are fun to use. Learn how to use them well. Buy a book or 2, a how-to book, and study it and learn everything about it, and be creative and have fun building your models and filming your models. Bill and Red wishing for you and yours a wonderful day ahead, and I hope this is beneficial, and I'm trying to teach you guys and train, push you in the right direction. And meantime, my robot snores, guys. He snores. Sayonara, friend. Sayonara.